Yeah, no, you ain't no psycho. You're not like the others, no. No changing behaviors. Not sure how to act around you. So colorful and bright.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another interesting Obwenge banger. Hey, I'm back again guys after my off day yesterday on YouTube. I was just posting short. Why am I even posting short? People will be wondering. I'm posting short because now on YouTube you can put short for 3 minutes. Before it was just 1 minute. So I say now that is 3 minutes, at least if I don't do video, I can just post 3 minutes shorts and we call it a day. But today, guys, we are back with another interesting Obwenge banger from South Africa. The video of Orania that just banger everywhere. In just how many days the video is woto with millions of views. That is what we call quality content. Lambroska, fire. The Orania, you try. Because why am I saying he try? Even me, I don't think I will go to Orania and begin to ask this kind of deep questions without fear. But our brother say, let me enter inside Africa. Let me enter this town that is inside Africa. And you as an African, you are not allowed to enter into this territory. It's only for Muzungu. If you are not Muzungu who is being migrated, or your forefathers migrated from the Netherlands, France, or let's say German. Sometimes when you can speak German, guys, when they are speaking the Afrikaans, you will understand how they think. Sometimes I say, why am I understanding these people? I've never learned this language. I used to be confused. Only for me to know that they were mission salad. Let's call it like that. They were salad from the Netherlands, Germans or France. Call it whatsoever you want to call. According to their forefathers. Just like we now, I'm the first generation. Hey, you understand? And then my children begin to create generation on top of generation in Germany, buy lands, begin to build their empire, and said that, you see this territory, we don't want to see any German person in this territory. The video today, I'm just reacting based on Wodemaya's video. So based on Wodemaya's video, and not only Wodemaya's video, I went on YouTube. I see videos woto about this empire. An empire of only Muzungu being built in South Africa. I say, my people, I salute you back to back. If you are a black person, we don't suffer back to back in this world. We have suffered back to back. Guys, are we supposed to still be living in this world? Like seriously? And then I went to watch the videos in different places. They say, we want this place not because we are racist or it's not all about racism. But we want to preserve our culture. I begin to ask myself, I say, Wodemaya, you should have even asked him, is it all Muzungu that have the same culture? Because like me, if I could remember or understand how they think, I know that even if you are from Poland, you have a different culture from Muzungu that is coming from Germany. If you are from Italy, you still have another different. In fact, there is no Muzungu country in this Europe that have the same culture. Even you see the ones that speak old like if you go to Swiss, they speak German. You go to Austria, they speak also Dutch. But at the same time, they still have different cultures in this thing. So when you say that you are building an empire in Africa, in the middle of somewhere, because you want to preserve your culture, where you're supposed to have to like where you can even preserve this culture is very that you preserve it, nobody will even tamper with it. Is in, let's say, Netherlands, Germany, France. Just go there, preserve this culture. But it's like you came as a visitor in my house and then you are kicking me away because you want to preserve what you came from somewhere with it in my own home. Hey, wonder shall never end. Me, I've never seen this thing. All these things in this world of today, we are supposed to be living in peace. And then I said, okay, let me watch these videos round about South Africa. Then I now watch another video that shocked me. And what is this video that shocked me is saying? Is Muzungu and Black Africans living together as brothers and sisters. And what brought them to live as brothers and sisters, it will shockalize you, is what? Is poverty. The whites that are living there, they are poor. The blacks that are living there are equally poor. So the two, there is no first class and second class. Now they became one. According to the interview they gave the Muzungus said that, when they came here, the black people accepted them with open hands. So I asked myself, I said, this village that they are building for only Muzungu, is it for only Muzungu rich? Or the Muzungu blacks can also partake in this village? I'm here to, or is this village only built for the Africans or Africana or whatever you want to say it? I want to know, because me, I don't really understand how a village will be built and no black person. That means you are telling the people there that even if you fall in love with a black man or a black woman, you are not allowed to marry. Because if you marry a black man or a black woman, you have to leave that community with your family and live somewhere. And there are a lot of questions like, when Wodemaya said that we are going to watch them, but I want us, before we even go and watch any video, let us watch how this black and like these Muzungus and blacks, they are living in peace. And what brought them? Because they are poor. Everything in this world is all about money. If you don't have the money, you are finished. That's the truth. Because me like this, I cannot understand how people will not live together in peace. How you have to tell sons and daughters of the soil not to enter one part of their own country. Me, I'm shocked. I never knew, even though these videos are a lot on YouTube, I've never seen those videos and I never knew that something is going on like that in South Africa. When our brother, I've never called his name, but I want to call his name today. Our brother Hulani from South Africa. Come and see how this guy is fighting us every day, everywhere. If you see this Hulani, he's abusing and bossing us all over. While you have a city in your own land, in your own territory, that you dare not enter. But you come here. You come like this online to come and be telling us, daughters and sons of the soil, that we are stupid, we are nothing. While in the eyes of another person, you are mugu. You understand how the thing go? There is something to learn in that small community. Let us forget the fact that, for me, I see it as a racist community. But let us forget the fact that like they are doing it like they are still in apartheid, according to people online. You understand? Let us look at it this way. If 3,000 people, because last year, they were just 2,000, they were last year 2,500. Now that Wodemaya went, they're already 3,000. They are building another country inside South Africa. And this country that is inside South Africa belongs to only Muzungu. And these people are calling them, in fact, the name of that country is South. In fact, they carry the whole of Africa. There is no country in Africa that is using Africa. Hey! Now, Muzungu come, Muzungu bring their languages and create mission. According to the German, where you say mission, things that you mix together. They carry Dutch language, Deutsch, Dutch, mix Französisch, all these languages, mix them together and name them and collect those languages and tell you people in Africa that this is another language that we created for you guys called African. Labrusco, fire them. Every time and every day. What it concern me, my own, I am in Muzungu land. But I'm not going to take over. I'm not going to tell them, oh, this is my territory. Because I know, like, let me just enter. Nobody can do that. That is how I'm fighting with Polish people online, on IG. I'm still going to post that video. I saw Polish people. Guys, I'm going to play this South African video for you for relax. I saw Polish people. Oh, I have never known in my entire life that Polish people were chopping aduro. Do you know meaning aduro? Aduro is asylum. Polish people were in asylum in Uganda. My country, they were chopping aduro in Uganda. And now I have seen a lot of Polish side. Polish people, guys, I wish I can get that video. They interview Polish people. And Polish people said with their full chest, we are racist. We don't want black people in our country. That is what they said. And then I saw this post from Uganda. And Polish people were, oh, thank you, Uganda. And I commented. I said, child. So Polish people, you people chop aduro in Uganda when they were, in fact, during World War I, Hitler was pursuing you people back to back. When Hitler was hitling you, carrying you people up and down and put you people in concentration camps. And after he put all of you, in fact, he did it much to the Jews. Let us forget about that. But when they were both bashing themselves, when they were both bashing, what did Polish people do? Polish people, vamoose, and enter Africa. Begin to talk, they build church of whatsoever. I said, child, poor land. And then they told me that, you don't know what you are talking. Polish people, we accept asylum people, immigrants. We accepted them, how many thousand? And do you know where they said they accepted the immigrant? They said we accepted them from Ukraine. I said, shut up. You accepted immigrants from Ukraine because they are in Europe. Because they are Muzungus. That is the truth. But when it's a black like this, immigrants, I hear them, if I find that video, I will put it also. Today, not today. They said they'll go brr, 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 if they see them. They're not telling me that, oh, it's not like that. We say we don't want illegal immigrants. Can you imagine? And they were busy enjoying in Uganda our real sun. In fact, our real soil. They were enjoying it back to back. And now, you dare not go to Poland as a black person and chop aduro. You will see, in fact, in my whole entire living life in Germany, working with these people, I've never seen people that have done me shege like Polish people. And they are there telling me that I'm lying. People that I'm living and chopping, I know how they are saying. There is one Polish woman that fight me like this on my workplace. Just because I insisted that even in Africa, we have, she said in Africa, we don't have anything, even bed, we don't have. I said, shut up. When she said even in Africa, we don't have, there is the whole of Africa. There is no good hospital. I said, if I could remember, I think even in South Africa, people have done heart transplant all over, back to back, with success. And then somebody will come and be telling me because I am a black woman like this. Today, not today. Let us go and watch that community in South Africa that poverty has brought Muzungu and black people together. It's not all blacks that are bad. It's not all Muzungus that are black. But it's funny to say that this country, this place, you are creating a country inside Africa. And no African person, African descendants, He's allowed to enter that place. Let's watch this thing and we come back. Back to back. Today is another content. Let's check it out, guys.
Before we just go there and we just squat there at Caravan Park.
You caught my attention, yes, particularly because of your accent. Most people who stay here are from people who come maybe from Coronation Park, who are Afrikaans speakers. Yes. But I picked up your accent immediately. This is an English accent, not an African accent. Where are you from? How did you get to stay here?
Originally from Cape Town, moved to Joburg whiles ago. To tell you the truth, drugs. I made wrong choices. I got hooked up in some terrible drugs. I lost my job, lost my place to stay. I ended up moving into Coronation Park. And then I was staying there, and then from Coronation Park they moved us across to this side.
Everybody came from Coronation to this side. We're actually happy to stay next to the people here because they treat us like any other person, like humans, like, you know, like friends and that. There's no fights and violence like other people are talking about.
Laba bazile kusho ukuthi baze la bazi ukuthi umuntu omnyama unjani bebasaba ukuza ngoba bebabhale eKrugersdorp Newsoon bathi basaba ukuthi abantwana babo bazorejwa bazobulawa sathi singabantu beza babona ukuthi musku right la.
What was your impression when you got here? Because I know the race relations, we like to think we are a rainbow nation, but you know, there's still those tensions or people are scared of each other because you're not used to each other. What was your impression when you first moved here?
I can't really tell you. I just came in and said, you know, let's see what happens and see how we live. And tell you the truth, the people here accepted us with open arms and they welcomed us, and since then it's been awesome.
In terms of race relations, how are the black and the white people living together?
We are living finely. We don't look at the thing that she's black and I'm white. It's not such a thing. We are both people living on the same ground, living in the same world and serving one God. So we are all the same.
There's no problems here. We haven't got problems with the people. And the other thing is, you must treat them like they treat you. Say maybe I'm going to buy me a beer. Or somebody offers me a beer. I mean, yes, I'm going to go with him. It doesn't matter if he's black or white. Appreciate what he gives you.
When you got here, what was your impression of black people? You know our country comes from a divided past. What was your impression? Were you expecting? Were you scared of black people? Were you used to them?
Actually, you know what? I was born in Warmbad. We were playing with black kids like our brothers and sisters. Yeah, when we came here, there was nothing like, oh, you must be afraid. For what reason? I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm 60 years old. My wife is 50, and they treat you like a human people. We treat them back.
Okay.
And there's nothing like I hate you and you hate me. There's nothing like skin color.
Yeah.
So the problem is with the people in South Africa. Some in the town, they think they're rich and they push the poor away.
In the past 8 years, we are living here peacefully. With the community standing together when there's any trouble, like the Zamas. When we have trouble with the Zamas, we are standing together. We are helping each other, looking out for each other. So it is really good to stay in the community in Manseville.
What's this partnership about?
This is my chef.
We're cooking together.
Okay.
Maar ek leer hom baie, maar is 'n chef en ek het nie eens papiere.
See, I'm lost now. Are you learning from the old lady?
Yes.
Okay, what did she teach you in terms of cooking?
Gravy, chakalaka, what's a papa style?
Braai pap.
Braai pap.
And that is sauce van green.
The stuff you don't learn at school.
Is it?
Because I went to school and I didn't learn that stuff.
So you're helping them out in the soup kitchen? Are you also doing work on the side?
Yes.
Okay.
I do aftercare and nails.
What's your...
So guys, before we go to watch Maya's video, I want to ask, this Muzungu uncles that are living that run, they come from all over. Because of one thing or the other that pursued them. And they went into this place where blacks are living. And they begin to live with one another in peace. They don't want to preserve their culture, their Muzungu culture. Or are they not part of that Africana? Or are they not Muzungu? They cannot go to Orania. Hey! Orania, South Africa. Hey! My people, you people don't suffer. I don't feel chill. In fact, I don't feel chill. That somebody come into my country. Me that I say I'm the real daughter of the soil. Even South Africans, if they see me and I'm saying real daughter of the soil, in South Africa, they are going to kick me. But you allow Muzungu to come and create another country in your country. My people. I don't know the history behind that Orania, but small that I have gotten on YouTube. According to them, they say when this thing, apartheid, failed them in Yakata. When they finish it, they say, nahi kujana. We don't want to stop this thing. We don't want to stop this thing called apatito apatata. Allow me to talk like that because me, I want to monetize my video. So they begin to say, okay, since they say apatito apatata is finished, what we will do in South Africa, we go create our own empire. So that our children will know what, they will know what their grandpapa did to these black people. They will know that they want to remain superior generation to generation. And then you carry yourself and say, we are preserving our culture. So if black people enter that community, the culture is going to be diluted and become kaput. I salute you people of Orania. Even the name alone is sweeting my belly. Let us go now and watch any clip from Wodemaya and see what is happening in Orania. I must salute you, Wodemaya, for this great job. You did a wonderful job in Orania. If it is me, I will be afraid to enter there. I don't know why fear today catch me like that. But I saw my brother. He said that, in fact, he is the only black person right now in that city. And he's comfortable. Guys, it will shocktalize you inside South Africa. That country, Orania, still have their own currency. Hey, Jesus. They say social media, they sweet, they expose. Without social media, how did you even catch these people like this? And the man was giving you the bomb. Back up. Don't worry. By the time God want to start exposing people, now so people will begin to vomit it by themselves. Anyway, let us go and watch the clip and then we come back. Me will be not be my own way too. It's the weight of people of Orania and Wodemaya. Me, my own is to chook my own thinking. Whether it's good, it's correct, it's not correct. That one. You people should put your own also in the comment section. It's free for you guys. So let's check it out. Like the video if you have not liked the video, guys, as we move ahead into the banger of the Orania. Check it out.
We'll have to roll up our sleeves and build ourselves. And secondly, the fact that we do our own work is also represented in that. Our goal, our mission here is to preserve our culture, to build something for our culture, to preserve our religion. The question, why can't a black person come here, is not the right question. It's more a question like a marriage between two people. It's an exclusive affair. Doesn't mean you're against anyone else. You take your wife, she's important to you.
Yep.
Or and in your wedding, in your marriage, you're exclusive. Doesn't mean it's not built on hate. It's built on love for our culture. We want to preserve our culture. We want to preserve our traditions, our faith, our language. These are the things that we want to preserve.
But someone might ask, if you want to preserve your culture, you're preserving your culture on a land that belongs to South Africans.
Well, that is another whole other debate. The land here we bought, we paid for it.
From who?
Well, at that stage we bought it from the previous owner, which was the government. Right?
But I don't think an African can leave Africa, go to Europe and say that we just bought this land and no one is allowed to come in.
My family.
In this town, it's whites only. If I have to decode the whites only, I'm talking about Africans only. So if you're a black man like me, you cannot stay there. If that is the case, then let's bring the other debate.
Terrible things are happening in South Africa.
White South Africans make up about 8% of the population, but they hold about 3/4 of privately owned land in the country. In contrast, only 4% of privately held land is owned by Black South Africans, who make up nearly 80% of the country's 60 million residents.
I'm sure that you guys know that white people were not originally from South Africa. Like, they migrated in the late 17th century from Netherlands, France, England, Germany, in short, from Europe. I mean, they were immigrants in South Africa, but they forcefully colonized the people. Actually, no. They enslaved the owners of the land, the Black South Africans. This is something that Donald Trump doesn't know, by the way, so you're welcome.
When I said that they sold their land, the black people all sold their land. I don't know whether they forced them into selling this land or they sold the lands freely, free will. And now they have taken over your land and they are creating their own empire into your own eyes. Sometimes the thing is making me to cry. And I ask myself question. Hey, sometimes I used to ask myself, is it a crime to be a black person? That's what sometimes I ask myself. But as I will still insist and say, despite the fact that some Muzungus behave like this, at the same time, it's not all Muzungus that are like that. There are very good Muzungus. And the way I'm understanding these videos, even the video, some of it is, I don't know whether it's against other Muzungus if you are not African. In fact, if you are not the salad of Germans, Dutch, and all that, then you are not part of this community. You understand how the thing go, guys? Lambruski, I've never seen something in my entire life like that. To preserve culture that is already been diluted. Because if you ask me of any culture that is not being touched, I don't know, even South Korea is already marrying black people. Hey, the world is changing. There is nothing like, oh, we are white, we are black, we are like this. Everything is mixing up and down. Without, we cannot, sometimes you that want to control, you cannot even control it. Because it's already, if you don't find a family that is mixed up, maybe the daughter, like yesterday, guys, you will not understand. I was laughing. It's a private chat with a friend, one of my colleagues. That's why I cannot share it. That's why I said the culture is diluted. So she was like telling me yesterday, oh, they are from Turkey. But they were born and brought up in Germany. Like they were, like if you see them, if they don't tell you they are Turkish, yeah, but when they speak German, you'll be thinking they are real 100% Germans. But when from their looks, you know that, okay, they are like from Turkey or so. So she was writing to me yesterday and she said, do you know that we have a black baby in the family now? I said, really? She said, yes. That her sister is now with a man from Gambia. Then she now told me, she said, you see, it's not something that you see often, but it happens. Who could know before that someone from Turkey is going to marry or even have anything to do with a black person? Because they, as we know, because of also their religion and all that, they are under one another. I'm not saying that Turkish people are bad. In fact, they are one of the most friendliest people that you ever find here in Europe. You understand? They are free souls like we. You understand? But they also try by all means to preserve their culture and their religion. But on top of it, I'm just giving an example. Even if Turkish people, people from Syria, Iran, If their culture is already been mixing up, which culture do you want to preserve? And you come to Africa to preserve culture. I want us to go again and watch this Orania video. I don't know if I should play that Poland video, but let us watch this video of Orania. What is happening in the town? I don't want to use too much of my words, because I know my mouth. And some of our brothers and sisters in South Africa, they don't like the truth. Even though we are fighting for them, they don't even want us to fight for them. Me, I'm calling this boy today. Me, I'm calling him Hulani. He's on YouTube. Hulani fighting us back to back. He's proud. I am a South African. We have everything. Nigeria is nothing. I say, Hulani. Don't fight with me, because me, I don't have anything against you, my brother, son of the soil. Go to Orania and make things happen for you as a black man. Hulani, can you please go to Orania in South Africa and make video for us? And stop making a fool out of yourself on YouTube. When you are already, Muzungu are matching you up and down, you cannot say anything. It's we daughters and sons of the soil, that you see yourself as special. A black South African boy will see himself as special than a black other African. He thinks he's so special. This is what the Muzungus, some Muzungus or Africans or Afrikaners are teaching you. Like now, Afrikaners see themselves as better than you black South Africa. You carry yourself and come and think that you are better than other black people. You see how Thunder or how Kama always follow people up and down. That's why I say, you know my mouth. Let me keep quiet. Sometimes I try to behave myself, but I'm crying for my people, because me, I cannot understand this one. That the country is created inside my country. Let's go and watch this one and come back.
Orania, South Africa's white-only town. In this town, everyone is white. Along the banks of the Orange River in a town called Orania, known for stunning sunsets and a wide variety of vegetation, currently living in this town is a group of people who don't fit the typical image of a native African. The reason is that everyone, from the store workers to government officials, is white. How did an all-white town in Africa come to be? Orania is a white Afrikaner-only town in Rainbow Nation, South Africa. But then, residents here insist they are not racist. Orania, in accordance with South Africa's constitution, has no formal law banning black residents, but in practice, only Afrikaner residents have been permitted here so far. The population of this town is 2,500 Afrikaners, descendants of Dutch and French, and the population of this town has increased steadily since it was founded 30 years ago when the apartheid regime fell. According to the people in this town, they are not racist. That's what they say, but they don't allow any person that is not white to live in this town. Indian, black, orange, any person of color is not allowed in Orania. They said they just want to live among themselves in security, far away from the rest of the country, South Africa. 30 years ago, when legal segregation ended, many cities adjusted to this new regulation. Yet, Orania citizens decided not to adapt to this change. Karel Willem Hendrik Boshoff, the founder of Orania, seemingly continued to follow the ideology of apartheid when he bought 8,000 hectares of land in 1990 to establish a new town with the idea of exclusivity. Boshoff, the son-in-law of Hendrik Verwoerd, the architect of apartheid, saw Orania as an opportunity to build a new history for his people, descendants of the Dutch, who lived in South Africa. Yet, before the town was established, it was inhabited by black and mixed-race squatters who had set their homes there after a failed 1960s construction project. Different sources share that this group of settlers were forced out when the construction of Orania began. Now, the town is exclusively occupied by people of the same ethnic background. Everyone is white, from government officials to people working in grocery stores and schools. Yet, the inhabitants of Orania don't see themselves differently. since they have unique traditions, languages, and a separate flag. They consider themselves Afrikaners who just happen to have a white skin tone. The small town prides itself on having broken the colonial labor practices, which constituted of using cheap black labor for all the hard or manual work. Meanwhile, on a daily basis, its inhabitants live in a parallel reality where black South Africans do not exist, or at least are invisible. Under South Africa's constitution, Orania has the right to self-determination and operates autonomously from the central government. When asked who can live in Orania, Boshoff says anyone can live there. However, new residents must undergo a screening process and an interview. In addition, they would have to adapt to the Afrikaner language and culture. In South Africa, the rate of violence is high. In the past year, murder rates have increased by around 10%. Many reports share that the country is partially at war with itself, with its increase in murder and rape. Thus, the Afrikaners feel their town is one of the few safe havens in the country. Orania is a town that offers a safer and slower pace of life. There are no traffic lights, 2 schools, and 1 radio station. It's almost like it exists in an alternative reality inside South Africa. Many residents see Orania as an opportunity for a bright future. It's a place to raise their children, a picture-perfect town for those viewing it from the inside. However, the city tells a different story for those on the outside looking in. Because of the lack of cultural diversity and South Africa's history of inequality, many non-Afrikaners see Orania as an apartheid town. While many residents of Orania may view their history as simple transactions of buying and populating land, others may view it as exclusion. Despite the criticism, Orania remains a popular destination for tourists and curious visitors.
So guys, that is how the thing go. In this our modern days, me I'm asking myself, why can't people just live as one in peace? Because at the end of the day, we are all human beings, right? We are all human. There is nothing like whether when you die, there is heaven for white, or when you die, there is another different heaven for black person. So after you are gone and dead, are you going to be carrying this culture? Whether you are in limbo or you are in heaven, you begin to say, this heaven is for us. We want to preserve our culture. At the end of the day, all in this world, guys, one thing that passes human power is death. All of us na 6 feet. So all this one is only for us. The other one is only for you. The other one is for where you will die and leave it on this earth. And what I go? If you want to watch more about Orania, you need to watch that Wodemaya's video complete. You're going to get a lot of woto. But I just want to let me just take small here, take small here. I don't want to come and sit down and start talking because, sometimes we don't really know the history of all these things. So sometimes it's better we even keep quiet and let the people of that particular country to deal with their situation. Because people that allow that thing to happen in their country, they have reasons. They know why they allow that thing in their own country in Africa to happen. So shout out to you, South African brothers and sisters. God bless your country. And long live Orania. Hey. And what I go? No mixing of different blood. You understand that kind of a thing? Sometimes we just keep quiet and we move ahead. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the Black Beauty TV. If you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe and be part of us. And share the video if you want to share. And shout out to all of you. Have a wonderful time. Very soon is weekends, and there's going to be maybe holidays, 1 week holiday, guys. Let's see what will happen. Maybe we stay back home or we go somewhere, but it is what it is. Thank you so much, and see you once again. Bye-bye. It's me, the real daughter of soil, daughter of Malitundula,
Bali tentula, bali tentula, te bali tentula. Ah, ulo kole atale, ulo le diminda ye. Bali tentula, te bali tentula. Bali tentula, de bali tentula, yeah. Nani fali yeah, bali tentula, de bali tentula, yeah. Ulo koleata. Bali tentula, de bali tentula, de bali tentula.